there is more than we see. It's not, it is what it is. There's always much more. And if we pay attention and we look, we find it. Now, it's not easy. It's not always easy to see the light shining through. I grew up in a whole different tradition, a faith tradition, than I am now. I happen to be an ordained Presbyterian minister. I was ordained as an openly gay man in 2005, one of the first in the country. And the meaning to that is not something that I did, but it was something that the time was calling for so that more people could find their way into ministry who had been rejected and turned away. And the presbytery that I'm a part of stepped up and said, we are ordaining people who we think should be ordained. And I happened to be around when that happened. And so I experienced all of the continuation of what I grew up with in some ways, where I was told that because I was gay, I was going to hell, because I was an aberration, that God had made a mistake. I was the victim of all of these terrible uses of the Bible and what we call proof texting. You know, they take the clobber verses, these verses that said that, you know, just the terrible things they said. You know what they are. And I had to work my way through that. And it wasn't easy. But I don't think I ever lost hope. I felt alone sometimes. It was hard to feel the sense of God's presence when I felt like I was really being pushed away as much as I was at that time. But it was never quite gone. I always had hope. My friends of color, my friends who are trans, the rest of the queer community, the people who are out there and doing their best to try and make this world a place where honesty and respectability and discourse and trust and compassion and love and equality and all of those things, where they've really dedicated their lives to it because it's who they are, and also because they're disciples of something that tells them that this is what we need to do if we are believers in our own ways. And whatever we believe in, there's always that thread in it that says, you know, treat each other as you want to be treated. Care for people who need to be cared for.